Hi, thank you for joining us today. I'm Vida and this is a weekly news roundup. Let's take a look at our top national and business story this week. Cambodia celebrates the birthday of King Norodom Sihamoni. Nepal's Prime Minister calls for closer ties with Cambodia during visit. General Department of Prisons begin Praisor expansion. Interior Minister Saw Kheng urged National Police to increase capacity building. Comport durian yield decreases due to unfavorable weather conditions. Council for the Development of Cambodia announces government approval of investment project worth billions of dollars. Fireworks did not lit up the sky above the Royal Palace in Phnom Penh earlier this week to mark the 66th birthday of King Norodom Sihamoni. The King and Queen Mother Norodom Maninit Sihanouk are in Beijing. Despite this, congratulatory messages were displayed in public and posted on social media. Prime Minister Hun Sen in a message wished the King good health, strength, wisdom and longevity. One person interviewed in front of the Royal Palace said the King is a good man because he helps the unfortunate, while another said the King is known for his serenity and generosity towards people. Born on May 14, 1953, King Sihamoni succeeded his father King Norodom Sihanouk in 2004. Darawut, chief of the King's cabinet, earlier this week said a Buddhist ceremony was held at the Royal Palace where senior officials and relatives also joined. Young Kim Aing, president of the People's Center for Development and Peace, said King Sihamoni has been very active in humanitarian efforts and that he would travel the country to meet with those hit by natural disasters. Nepali Prime Minister Khadga Prasad Sharma Oli, along with two senior government officials, earlier this week called for stronger ties and more dual support in the international stage during a meeting. Mr. Sharma Oli was in the kingdom on an official visit. During his time in Cambodia, Mr. Sharma Oli met with National Assembly President Heng Samrin and Senate President Sai Chum. Kao Pisat, chief of Mr. Samrin's cabinet, said Mr. Samrin expressed his commitment to promote relations, particularly in trade. Mr. Pisat said in response, Mr. Sharma Oli noted Cambodia's rapid economic growth and that Nepal will use Cambodia's experience as a model to push for its own development. After the meeting, Mr. Sharma Oli met Prime Minister Hun Sen at the Peace Palace to attend the Cambodia-Nepal Business Forum. Mr. Pisat said the visit had a historic significance. It was Mr. Sharma Oli's first visit to the kingdom. Before leaving, he also visited Angkor Wat in Siem Reap province to learn more about the kingdom's culture. Mr. Pisat said Mr. Sharma Oli urged Cambodians to visit Nepal next year when the country will hold a large Buddhist ceremony in Lumbini, the birthplace of Buddhism. The General Department of Prison earlier this week said it has started expanding Phnom Penh's Praisor prison to solve its overcrowding problem. GDI spokesman Nut Savana said the prison is now undergoing renovation to add another building and improve the old building infrastructure. Mr. Savana said the old building will be retrofitted to have more bunk beds and toilets, while the new building is to be constructed nearby. Mr. Savana said management is making improvements in order to address overcrowding. Lieutenant General Bay Tileng, GDI's Deputy General Director, said Praisor currently houses about 7,000 inmates, noting that the prison was designed to hold 2,000. Lieutenant General Tileng said every week new prisoners arrive while some prisoners are detained for a long period of time. A municipal court official who declined to be named said Praisor prison is not the only detention center facing overcrowding. The official said the municipal police judiciary prison is also facing the same problem, noting that Pezi prison was only meant to hold 50 prisoners. Lieutenant General Tileng said there are 28 prisons across the kingdom housing more than 31,000 detainees. He said that the number jumped by about 20% when compared to last year's figures. The issue of overcrowding in Cambodia has also garnered international attention. During her visit last week, United Nations Right Envoy Rona Swift expressed concern over the prevalence of pre-trial detainees in the kingdom. Ms. Smith said she urged the Justice Ministry to encourage churches to use pre-trial detention only when absolutely necessary. Interim Minister Saw Keng on Wednesday encouraged the National Police to attend additional training in order to deal with complex crimes. The message was brought to police officers during the 74th anniversary of the National Police at the Interim Ministry. During his speech, Mr. Keng said law enforcement authorities should be prepared to combat terrorism, drug and human trafficking, cybercrime and transnational crimes. He said in order to do so, further capacity building and additional training are required. National Police Chief General Ned Savun said some police officials are now being trained to better craft technology and increase their technical understanding. Lieutenant General Ike Manosan, spokesman for the Police Academy of Cambodia, said the academy is strictly monitoring the discipline of police officials and that it cooperated with other countries to learn ways they handle serious crimes. In a statement published earlier this week, Prime Minister Hun Sen said due to rapid development, it is more important than ever to have police officers who are capable of safeguarding the kingdom. Mr. Hun Sen said police officials are required to strengthen their capacity building and quality of their performance so that they can address the changes and complexity of crimes. And on to our top business stories. Jurian lovers might be disappointed to hear that the yield of the king of fruits in 2 provinces will decrease this year due to weather conditions. Hien Nguyen, Deputy Director of Kampot Provincial Agriculture Department, said the weather is too hot and it's no good for the crop. However, prices could increase further due to strong demands. Mr. Nguyen said last year each fruit could go up to about $5 per kilogram, while this year 1 kilogram of durian can go high as $6.50. Sun Thao Rea, Director of Kampong Cham Provincial Agriculture Department, said durian prices are up to about same in Kampot. Mr. Thao Rea said there are 400 hectares of land in Chomkale and Stang Trong district dedicated to growing durian. Both Mr. Thao Rea and Mr. Nguyen said they wish to see the fruit attain a geographic indication status in the near future, which could help protect it. Aside from the 2 provinces, the aromatic delicacy is also grown in the provinces of Kap and Battambang. The durian harvest season in Kampot runs from mid-April to June, while in Kampong Cham it begins in May and ends in July. The Council for the Development of Cambodia currently revealed that the government has approved a number of investment projects worth $4 billion. The CDC said some of these projects include hotels and garment footwear factories, as well as factories making electrical appliances, furniture, and plywood, noting that 115 projects received a green light. It noted that during the same period last year, only 81 were approved. Ngat Chu, senior consultant at Emerging Market Consulting, said the sharp increase reflects the confidence of local and foreign investors. CDC data did not reveal where investors are coming from, but Mr. Chu believes that the majority are coming from China. Kang Monica, Deputy Secretary General of the Garment Manufacturer Association in Cambodia, said the increase was partially enabled by the trade spark between the United States and China. Mr. Monica said the trade war presents an opportunity for Cambodia to attract more foreign direct investment, noting that many companies are moving out of China to set up in the kingdom. This is all for this week. Join us another time for the weekly news roundup. I'm Vida. Have a good weekend.